All right, let's just jump right in. For as long as we can remember, travel was basically about one thing, getting away. But something is changing, and it's changing fast. We are right in the middle of this huge psychological shift in why we go anywhere at all. And believe it or not, it has a lot more to do with a jar of homemade pickles than it does a garage full of Porsches. And this right here is the absolute core of it. We have to forget the old idea of a vacation, the one designed to make your coworkers jealous of your tan. The new driving force behind our journeys is a feeling. It's intentional, it's deeply personal, and frankly, it's changing the entire game.
So the big question is, how did we get here? This isn't just some passing trend you'll see on social media for a few months. Nope. This is a deep, fundamental reset in how we think. So let's break down what's really going on behind the scenes.
Now, for years, we were living in what experts called the experience economy. It was all about collecting moments, right? Taking off those bucket list items. But now we're stepping into the transformation economy. And the goal here isn't just to do something cool. It's to become someone different because you did it. It's a huge distinction.
This whole shift, it didn't just happen out of nowhere. It's a direct response, really, to the crazy pressures of modern life. We needed a change because, let's be honest, the old way of traveling just wasn't cutting it anymore.
I mean, this feels familiar, doesn't it? We are all feeling this. The constant notifications, the work emails at 10 p.m., that feeling of being permanently on. That chronic state of burnout has totally rewired what we're looking for when we finally get some time off.
And this picture, it just perfectly shows the solution we're all gravitating towards. The antidote isn't another jam-packed, exhausting trip. It's a full-on recalibration. Think slow travel, getting lost in nature, or just finding a quiet corner of the world to disconnect and, reset your internal compass. This quote from some random traveler on Reddit just hits the nail on the head. I mean, who hasn't felt this? You get back from a relaxing trip and you're more tired than when you left. People are actively saying no more to that. They want real rest, real restoration, not just recreation. So it makes perfect sense, right? If the why of travel has changed so dramatically, then of course the how is changing too. This brings us to what we can call the new travel playbook, a breakdown of the actual trends that are defining this new era. First up, wellness-led travel is absolutely exploding. And look, we are not just talking about getting a massage at the hotel spa. This goes so much deeper. We're seeing a huge rise in things like silent retreats, hotels literally engineering suites for perfect sleep, trips focused on living longer, and genuine digital detoxes where you actually lock your phone away. It's all about proactively taking care of your mind and your body. And if you're thinking, oh, that's a cute little niche, well, think again. The global wellness tourism market is projected to hit a mind-blowing $1.4 trillion by 2027. This isn't a fad, it's a massive economic engine, and it's being fueled by a very real, very widespread human need. This leads us to the most important term of all, transformational travel. It's not just a trip, it's a process. It's when you intentionally go looking for an experience that you know will lead to a profound change. A change in how you see the world, what you value, or even just your daily habits when you get back home. And there's a pretty clear path to it. First, you set an intention. Why are you going? What are you looking for? Then you practice being mindful, exploring your own inner world just as much as you explore the city you're in. Afterwards, you have to reflect to make sense of it all. And then, and this is the key part, you bring that growth back with you and actually integrate it into your real life. We're also seeing some really cool smaller trends pop up, like noctourism. This is all about what's being called the after-dark economy. We're talking moonlit safaris, exclusive late-night museum tours, or even just stargazing in a certified dark sky park. It gives you this feeling of seeing a secret side of a place that most people miss. Then you have the endorphin economy. This is travel that's basically engineered to give you a massive emotional high. It's about chasing that feeling of pure awe at a giant music festival, a huge sporting event, or some incredible cultural ceremony. It's that addictive rush that you just can't get sitting at your desk. And on a much more personal note, nostalgia travel is just booming. Get this, a whopping 49% of travelers say they are motivated by the idea of revisiting places from their past. It's a really powerful way to reconnect with a version of yourself you might feel like you've lost, or to capture a feeling you want to bring into your present. Which brings us right back to our central idea for this whole thing. It's about a completely new way of signaling what we think is important. And it's perfectly captured in that phrase, pickles, not Porsches.
And here it is, laid out plain and simple. The old idea of status was all about material stuff, the Porsche collection, right? The new soft status is all about what you can do, what you know. It's your collection of homemade pickles. It signals skill, patience, a connection to something real and authentic, not just how much money you spent. So, what does this soft status actually look like when you travel? Well, it's choosing to learn a rare local craft instead of just buying a souvenir. It's a total pushback against that sea of sameness you see in big chain hotels. It's about valuing authentic experiences that have a real story instead of just generic luxury. It's about finding what's truly unique.
Okay, so let's pull all these threads together. What's the big takeaway from this massive shift in travel psychology? What does it really mean for the future?
It really boils down to this. Travel is becoming identity-led. The places we decide to go, the things we choose to do, they're becoming a direct expression of our values and who we want to be. The meaning of the experience matters so much more than the simple checklist of things you did.
Ultimately, it all comes down to this really powerful idea. The future of travel is psychological, not transactional. The companies and destinations that are going to win in the future won't just sell you a flight and a hotel. They'll be the ones who understand your emotional intent and help you find the feeling you're truly searching for. And that really just leaves us with a question to ask ourselves. So, forget about the destination for just a second. The next time you sit down to plan a trip, what feeling will you be looking for? Is it connection? Is it restoration? Is it pure, unadulterated awe? Because figuring that out, well, that's the first step into this whole new world of travel.